Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 2 of the semifinal round in the National Christian Collegiate Athletic Association Division II's South Region Men's Soccer Tournament. This afternoon's match will feature the number 2 seed Pensacola Christian College Eagles against the number 3 seed Johnson University of Florida Suns. Before we begin, we'd like to ask everybody to please stand for prayer. Father, thank you as always for bringing us together this afternoon. We ask you to keep these gentlemen safe on the field of play. Let every word, action, and deed be glorifying to you. Bless both teams as they travel home after this competition and tournament has ended. Give everyone safe travel. Above all, help us remember to worship our Lord and Savior. In your name we pray. Amen. And now the starting lineup for the third-seeded Johnson University of Florida Suns. Number 9, Pierre Abon. Number 5, Vicente Alvarez. Number 10, Caio Brito. Number 6, Brian Casanas. Number 13, Andres Godoy. Number 2, Lucas Joffrey. Number 7, Daniel Mello. Number 16, Felipe Menezes. Number 00, Geraldo Nito. Number 3, Ruben Pernia. And number 20, Marcos Ramos. And now the starting lineup for the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Number 3, Will Waltrip. Number 4, Clint Peterson. Number 6, Luke Meekless. Number 8, Chase Hawkins. Number 12, Raymond Rhodes. Number 17, Matthias Lee. Number 19, Lorenco Goncalves. Number 20, Gabe Burton. Number 21, Grant Baker. Number 22, Dakota Barkus. And the goalkeeper, number 1, Adam Lund. And good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. We're at Talon Field on the campus of Trinity Baptist College on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida. Game number 2 this afternoon, the South Region semifinal between the third-seeded Johnson University of Florida Suns and the number 2 seed Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, our cameraman here at Trinity Baptist College. And we have an absolutely gorgeous Thursday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. Temperatures at about 77 degrees and not a cloud in sight over the field of play. And the clouds we do see nice bright white. Only a 10% chance of rain, if that much. The winds have been steady all day, blowing in toward the camera at about 12 miles per hour. Earlier today, Bob Jones University defeated Trinity Baptist College 4-0, so the Bruins from Bob Jones University will await the winner of Pensacola Christian and Johnson, Florida. The championship game in the South Region will take place right here at Talon Field Saturday morning beginning at 11 a.m., and we'll bring it to you live here on TBC Eagles. Pensacola Christian is the home team, so they are wearing the white jerseys. Johnson, the visitors, wearing the dark jerseys with the orange numbers going from the right to the left, and Pensacola going from the left to the right. Head coach of Pensacola Christian, Mr. Joseph Lewitz, assisted by Matthias Canada and Ryan Kennard. The athletic director of Pensacola Christian College is Mr. Addison Calley, and the sports information director is Brittany Paddock. Johnson University is led by head coach Raul Jara. The athletic director and the sports information director of Johnson University of Florida is Mr. Elliot Hernandez. Ball game is underway. Pull up a chair and enjoy South Region men's soccer here at Trinity Baptist College. In the women's division, Toccoa Falls College will host Trinity Baptist College Saturday at 2 p.m. Tell you more in a moment as Pensacola is getting inside the box. But the ball thwarted away by Daniel Mello. That women's South Region Championship game will be Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. at Toccoa Falls College. Trinity Baptist defeated Toccoa Falls 3-1 on this very field last Saturday afternoon, the only time those two teams hooked up in the regular season. The winner in that game will head to Kissimmee, as will the winner of this men's tournament to play in the National Championship Tournament. Trinity Baptist women's soccer looking for their second consecutive trip. Bob Jones University in the men's bracket looking for their third straight, not only South Region title, but national championship as well. And again, they're going to see who wins this game you're looking at right now between Pensacola and Johnson. That championship game is Saturday morning at 11. We're also hosting the volleyball South Region tournament. 3 games tomorrow, 11 a.m. Trinity Baptist against Johnson University of Florida. 3 o'clock will be Pensacola Christian against Toccoa Falls College. And at 5, Bob Jones University will take on the winner of Trinity Baptist and Johnson. And then the championship volleyball game is Saturday afternoon at 1:30 p.m. And we do plan to bring you all of both tournaments right here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Throw in for Pensacola. The PCC Eagles have scored 14 goals this season and allowed 23, 4 goals within South Region play, and just 1 goal allowed against South Region opponents. The Eagles are 7-10 overall, 2-1 in South Region play. Their wins came against Trinity Baptist and Toccoa Falls. Their only loss against the undefeated in the region, Bob Jones University. The Eagles have averaged 10.5 shots per game with 52.2% of them on goal, and they have a shots percentage of 7.9%. Tell you about Johnson in just a moment as they have possession, trying to get their way inside to get off their first attempt of the afternoon. But that effort is thwarted by Clint Peterson. He sends this one all the way past midfield, and Pensacola is able to hold on to possession before Johnson sends it back up their way. Little volleyball action going on back and forth across the midfield stripe. And Johnson comes away with control and a high bounding pass, but an offsides called against Johnson's Felipe Menezes. The Suns are 5-2 overall on the season. They won all 5 of their South Region matchups. They defeated Trinity Baptist twice, Trinity College of Florida twice, and Toccoa Falls 1 time. Johnson did not play Bob Jones. They had a game scheduled, but that was canceled, and I believe that was due to the hurricane that flew southwest and central Florida and actually ended up in the Atlantic Ocean before turning north. We in Jacksonville, we were spared that storm, but southwest and central Florida got it pretty hard. The Suns have 10 men who have scored goals, 7 with assists. They average 8.5 shots per game. 44.7% of those shots have been on goal. They've been very efficient. When they've gotten a chance to shoot, they have a shots percentage, meaning 33% of their shots taken overall have gone in for scores. Pensacola has 7 different men who have scored goals during the season, and 9 have at least 1 assist. So 2 very well evenly matched teams out on the field right now. And a shot attempt, it appeared, from Vicente Alvarez. But he kind of lost his footing as he tried to fire it off and sent that one well out of bounds. Alvarez has 2 goals and 2 assists this season. The leader for Johnson is Felipe Menezes with 4 goals, and he also has 1 assist. Clint Peterson leads Pensacola with 4 goals and 1 assist as well. Loose ball inside the box and taken away by the Johnson defense. Menezes tries to send the ball up the field, but that effort is thwarted by the Eagles. Header by Luke Miklas. Back towards midfield go the PCC Eagles. Here Marcos Ramos with that steal a moment ago, and then we have a whistle and foul called against Pensacola, and Johnson wastes no time whatsoever getting the ball back into play. Johnson looking for an opportunity from the top of the box, but that ball's cleared away by defender Will Waltrip. Ball goes out of bounds. Johnson will have the throw in. Appreciate you joining us here on TBC Eagles on our YouTube channel. I'm Ray Bureau. As I said a moment ago, we could not have asked for nicer weather here for the South Region semifinals. Hopefully Saturday the weatherman will be just as nice to us. Getting around the defender is Andres Godby, and he takes the shot but pushes it a little wide to the left. First attempt of the afternoon. Actually, second attempt of the afternoon for the Suns. Goalkeeper for the Pensacola Christian Eagles, Adam Lund. He has played 1,485 minutes in the net coming into today's play. He has allowed 25 goals, and he has saved 88 shots. Geraldo Nito Oliveira is the goalkeeper for Johnson. No stats available for the goalkeeper, however. Pensacola sending this one upfield, but heading back to the Johnson side. And again, a little bit more volleyball action. And a steal right in front of the camera by Johnson's Lucas Joffrey. Then a couple of men tap the ball around and goes out of bounds, and a throw in for the Suns. And a collision. A foul will be called against Pensacola's Will Waltrip. And a free kick for the Suns. Of course, we saw both of these teams here against Trinity Baptist during the regular season. They are both highly aggressive, and they love to take the shots, and they can connect from this far out. Andres Godby will take the free kick. Let's see if he goes toward the goal. It's a pass inside the box and headed away by the defense. Clint Peterson with the header to clear the ball toward the sideline. Chase Hawkins makes his way past midfield. His pass attempt, however, a little too strong, looking for Matthias Lee. Cleared out of bounds, but Pensacola will keep possession. I see the BJU Bruins over in the bleachers checking out the potential competition that they will have on Saturday. The Bruins, we mentioned that these two teams like to shoot the ball. Bruins, they not only shoot, but they set up their shots, and when they hit, they get a whole lot into their shots, and they hit some missiles. Bruins held TBC to just one shot the entire game earlier today. That ball rolled out of bounds. That looks like it's going to be a goal kick for the Suns. Bob Jones has allowed just 9 goals all season long. So whoever wins this game and faces the Bruins on Saturday is going to be in for some very stingy defense by the Bruins. Pass to the backfield towards Mello, who has 2 goals this season. His pass gets away. Peterson sending the ball to the near sideline. The ball is controlled by Grant Baker, who has 1 assist this season. A steal and the ball stays in bounds. Didn't matter that Joffrey crossed the line. The ball did not. South Region Men's Soccer Semifinal here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Our game day coordinators are Jamie Bird and Amber Bird, and they've done a terrific job getting things set up both yesterday and today, and will again on Saturday. They're also in charge of the volleyball tournament just like Dean and I are going to handle. So we have a lot of activity here at Trinity Baptist College, and we're very happy to be hosting both tournaments. Noel Whitaker is our official statistician this afternoon, and Liam Davis is the spotter. Both students here at TBC. That one rolls out of bounds, and it's going to be Johnson's throw-in. And working the on-screen scoreboard is TBC Eagles men's basketball player Ethan Hart, as we have a trip over near the corner. It looks like it's going against Pensacola's Grant Baker. Going to be a free kick for the Suns. It's like about 5 yards to the left of the penalty box. Taking the kick will be Caio Brito, who has 2 goals this season. Brito keeps this one on the ground, and it hits off Chase Hawkins. Goes out of bounds for a Suns corner kick. Well, the ball was pretty close to the corner a moment ago anyway, so a little bit different look, but not very much. Have an obstructed view, can't quite see who's taking the corner kick, but it's sent into the middle of the box, and the header attempt is knocked down by an Eagles defender. And second shot misses wide to the left. Shot taken by Daniel Mello on the first attempt. And then the second attempt taken by Felipe Menezes. They both miss, and the score remains tied 0-0. Adam Lund gets ready for the goal kick. Lund is a senior from Rochester, New York, and a big boot towards midfield. And a foul called against Johnson, and PCC will have a free kick just a yard so shy of the midfield stripe. Geraldo Nito Oliveira, goalkeeper for Johnson, a senior from Brasilia DF in Brazil. Throw in for Pensacola deep on their offensive side of the field. Looks like there's a Suns player down right where the throw-in happened. A loose ball and a dive and a goal. Pensacola on the board first, and the Eagles lead 1-0. Goal scored by Lorenzo Goncalves. Oliveira looked like he got there in time, but the ball went through his hands and in the net. So the Eagles on the board first with the goal from Lorenzo Goncalves. And the official time of that goal, minute 15. From my seat, I couldn't really tell if the ball was in the post or outside, but it stayed in. And Pensacola leads 1-0. Two very evenly matched teams out there on the field. The Suns have scored 31 times this season in 12 games. Pensacola 14 times in 17 coming into today's play. Lund whiffed on the attempt to kick, but no harm done as he picks up the ball. And he has a big right foot that we saw earlier this season, and we've seen the past several years when the PCC Eagles have come to TBC. Battle for the ball right inside the line. Goncalves, who just scored the goal, took it away, but Johnson regains possession very quickly. That's going to be a throw-in for Pensacola. batted back towards midfield, just over the head of Hawkins. Hawkins, though, is able to regain control. Finds Lee. Hawkins and Lee playing catch, and Lee sends this one back inside to Goncalves. His pass attempt goes astray and rolls out of bounds for a goal kick. Suns trying to advance back to their offensive side of the field. Ball nearly picked off. Johnson regains possession thanks to Andres Godby. Now a loose ball at midfield. And a PCC Eagle down right on the edge of the circle. Baker near the sideline, tries to send the ball to Goncalves, but it's booted back upfield. Daniel Mello makes the defensive play. Chase Hawkins was the man down. He's back on his feet, walking slowly but shaking it off. And in just a moment, he'll be back in action. Contact and no call as the ball hits off the foot of Daniel Mello. Almost a big mistake by the Suns. Now on the move goes Menezes. He has options to both sides. Ball knocked down inside the box. Peterson trying to get it out of the scoring area, and it goes out of bounds past the end line for a corner kick. Marcos Ramos will take the corner kick. Ramos lines up to take the kick. Suns attackers and Eagles defenders get into position. Line drive in front of the box, and Adam Lund reaches high into the air to pull that one down. He is 6'1" and has a very good arm reach, and he used every bit of it to keep the Suns from getting off a header. Big boot way past midfield. And Oliveira able to keep Pensacola away from the ball. They call him Nito over on the Johnson bench. Suns trailing 1-0, trying to get the ball back up to the offensive side of the field, and we have ourselves a foul outside the box, but a free direct kick for the Eagles. Dakota Barkus is the man who went down. He was pushed from behind, and Barkus and one teammate over near the ball. We'll see which one takes the kick and if he goes for the goal or a pass. Barkus looks like he will take the kick. At least that's the indication. He does. He goes for the goal and misses just left of the post. Dakota Barkus takes his first attempt of the afternoon. That didn't miss by much. Pensacola leads, though, 1-0. Ball kept in bounds on the near sideline. Menezes trying to keep control at midfield. Suns keep possession. Long pass looking for Joffrey up the left side of the box. That one rolls out of bounds. Looks like it'll be a Johnson throw-in. Sent toward the middle of the box and headed away by Peterson. High pop fly. Two men, one on each team, collide. Ball stays in play for the Suns. Hawkins might have gotten away with a push from behind, and Pensacola takes possession. Ball rolls out of bounds, an unforced error, and Johnson will have the throw in. Suns retreat thanks to the Eagles defense, just by design, so they can try to set up another chance to get inside the scoring area. Up the right side of the box, and this one hits off an Eagle defender and goes out of bounds for a corner kick. And again, Marcos Ramos will take the kick. Ramos sends one right in front of the goal, but it curves away, and he hit a little too strongly, and then this one kicked way up into the air and out of bounds onto the practice baseball infield. Another throw in for Johnson, well inside their offensive side of the field. This one rolls out past the end line. Last touch by Ramos, so a goal kick for PCC. Pensacola 1, Johnson nothing. Lorenko Goncalves scored the goal in minute 15, his second goal of the season. Also has 2 assists. And a hard collision right at midfield. That's going to be called against Ruben Pernia. Barkas goes down, shakes it off, and he's back on his feet. And now the official wants to talk with Pernia about that last collision. No yellow card, but a warning. And Pensacola will have a free kick just shy of midfield. Out of bounds off the Suns, and Pensacola will have the throw in. Little ball control intent, but the ball got away from Matthias Lee and rolls out of bounds, but last touched by Joffrey, so Pensacola will have the throw in. Goncalves turned and tried to get off a pass, but misdirected that out of bounds. Quick goal kick by Johnson. All the way up the right sideline, coming up is Vicente Alvarez. Hit off his foot and went out of bounds. Pensacola with possession. And again, as Johnson taps one out. Oh. Looks like it's going to be a free kick on a push foul instead of out of bounds. The foul happened before the ball rolled out. So the free kick inside the circle, controlled by Goncalves, and then one man comes up from behind and takes this one away. Ryan Casañas over near the sideline, kept the ball in bounds. Joffrey then taps it out. Pensacola will have a throw in. The delay was tracking the ball down, and now we're back underway with the throw-in. Long boot all the way upfield. Pass to Pierre Avon. Trying to get around Peterson up the right sideline. Instead, Peterson with a little slide as Avon gets his foot on the ball. Pass attempt thwarted by the goalkeeper. Throw in for the Suns. Ball cleared away by Luke Miklas, and Johnson will have a throw in. Throw in from the far sideline. Just inside the box, knocked away by the Eagles. Loose ball, and Johnson will chase this one down. Mello will get there first. Send this one back up to the offensive side of the field. Battle for the ball, won by Alvarez. Johnson gets it past midfield. Looking for a chance to send the ball up into the area. They get inside the box. A pass attempt headed away by Peterson. And we're going to have ourselves a trip. Now the question is, in or outside the box, as there's a Suns player down. Here, Avon quickly gets back up to his feet. Shakes that one off. And they're saying it was in the arc, but not inside the box. It will be a direct free kick. So the Eagles will set up a wall. They have to get 10 yards away. Caio Brito and Marcos Ramos line up at the ball along with Pierre Avon. Brito then moves away from the ball. So it's either Ramos or Avon taking the kick. It'll be Avon. He shoots right into the feet of the wall. Then a high kick knocked down once again by the Eagle defenders. And this opportunity comes away empty for the Suns. Out of bounds for the goal kick. Adam Lund with the kick. That ball stayed in bounds, says the official. Nice play by Grant Baker, keeping that ball in play, and then this one sent well out of bounds past the end line, and a goal kick for the Suns. Ready to check in for Pensacola Christian, Giovanni Paglieo. So there goes Giovanni Paglieo. He will take over for Will Waltrip for the remainder of the first half. There's a lot more free substitution allowed in the second half. Vieira with a big boot, but he's kicking into the wind. That will change in the second half. The wind's blowing kind of diagonally in toward the camera now. It shifted a little bit from when we started. Eagles clear that one well past midfield and out of bounds. Throw in for the Suns. 1-0 Pensacola, men's South Region semifinal number 2. Bob Jones defeated Trinity Baptist earlier today 4-0. So the winner of this game will take on the Bruins, for anyone who missed the action earlier today. Trinity Baptist defeated Toccoa Falls 4-0 yesterday in the 4-5 matchup to advance to today's semifinal. Man down and a whistle, a free kick for the Suns. Not sure which Eagle got called for the foul, but it will be a free kick. Ramos ready for the kick. Sends this one to the left side of the goal. The header attempt and a one-hopper into the hands of Adam Lund. Eagles get very quickly up the field. But the pass intercepted by Joffrey, and a whistle, and Pensacola will get the free kick. Matthias Lee took one to the head. And looks like he's all right. He's laughing as he gets up, but he's going to trot off. Looks like something came off, and he's just going to run it over to the sideline and apparently go back onto the field to play. Matthias trots off the field. He's all right. There's been no substitute sent on just yet. Redirect kick. Dakota Barkus standing next to Chase Hawkins near the ball. Hawkins backs off. Barkus fires toward the goal into the hands of Oliveira. Barkus with his second shot of the day. That one's on goal. Long pass into the wind. And lost his footing. Looks like everybody's all right. That one's kicked with the wind. That has shifted a little bit, blowing out from the left to the right. Going up the sideline is Goncalves. And that one trickles out of bounds and a throw-in for the Eagles. Goal kick coming up for the Suns. And Matthias Lee heading back onto the field. Well, Lee took one in the head just a moment ago, got up, trotted off, no substitution, so they were playing with 10, but just for a few moments, and Lee back on the field. And Peterson doing what he does best, keeping the attackers from getting the ball inside. And another one cleared out of bounds. A throw in again for the Suns. Approximately 11 minutes remaining in the first half, and the Eagles lead 1-0. Header back towards midfield. The ball gets by Lee. But Lee is able to maintain possession. And this one cleared back towards midfield. Ball headed out of bounds and into the bleachers. Long pass over near the sideline, and a nice job by Lee to keep the ball in play, but then he's called for the trip. And it'll be a free kick for Johnson. Daniel Mello will allow his teammates to get up into position. That's Mello right in front of the camera with a nice boot, and this one curves toward the right. And Pensacola is able to send it back to midfield. Johnson, though, looking to regain possession, unable to do so. Goncalves up the left side. Long pass, but a little bit too long. He was trying to hit Gabe Burton, and the ball rolls all the way down near the corner before rolling out of bounds. So Johnson will have a throw-in following the substitution that will send Andres Montes onto the field. And coming off for Johnson is Caio Brito. throw in headed back up Pensacola's way. Under 9 minutes left in the half. A shot attempt knocked down by Oliveira. That was Pauliello with his first attempt. It is on goal and a save for Geraldo Oliveira. And we're going to have ourselves a whistle as Pierre Avon was trying to advance inside the penalty area, and it will be Pensacola with the free kick. And Peterson taking his time, allowing teammates to get upfield before he boots one with the wind, but the pass attempt intercepted. Johnson with possession just shy of midfield. Ramos, his pass looking for Joffrey, but a little bit too strong. Ball rolling toward the corner, one man on each side giving chase, and it rolls out of bounds. Johnson will have the throw in. Eagles with the steal, trying to send the ball inside, but it is cleared away. Johnson works it past midfield pretty quickly, but the ball rolls out of bounds, and the Suns will have a throw in. Two PCC Eagles getting ready to come onto the field. Reed Rhodes, Ked Augustine. At the next opportunity, we'll see them on the field. Lee sends the ball past midfield. His pass thwarted back. And an offsides called by the official on the near sideline. So a free kick for the Suns. Johnson trying to get inside the box. Packers takes a shot. Lund with a one-handed punch save. Shot taken by Pierre Avon. It is on goal, and Adam Lund gets his 89th save of the season, and that one was a beauty. One-handed punch save. The ball did go out of bounds for a corner kick, but no goal for Johnson. Ramos sends this one in front of the box. Header attempt comes up empty. Ball rolling toward the sideline. Kept in play by Canassis. Pass to the far sideline looking for Gabe Burton, but he couldn't get there in time, and it's Johnson with the throw in. About 5.5 left. Official sending the Suns back a few yards where the ball rolled out of bounds. That wind knocked that ball almost straight down. Wind's been blowing pretty hard throughout the first half. Didn't have it quite as much in the first game today, but it did gust, and when it did, it blew pretty hard. But it's been a lot steadier since in between our two games. Hawkins unable to get the shot off. Suns defense clears it all the way past midfield. Now Pensacola back on the offensive side. Hawkins at the right sideline. Pensacola looking for an opening. Pensacola's had better ball control, not by a whole lot, but they've had possession more throughout this first half. They did get the one goal. Johnson has had the better control over the past few minutes, and the Suns look like they're going to send a couple of men to the table to check in. Adam Lund picks this one up. Andres Ortiz and Luan Marquez ready to check in for Johnson. Only about 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Lee keeps the ball in play near the corner. Pensacola looking for another opportunity before halftime. Johnson trying to get the equalizer. Pensacola sends one to the corner. Hawkins tracks this one down, gets it back out to Baker. Suns playing a good zone defense, keeping it difficult for the Eagles to get the ball inside. This one rolls out of bounds, and it will be a Johnson throw-in. Official says not ready for the throw-in just yet. Well, we had an obstructed view. Now it looks like there might have been a push, so a free kick for Johnson. So first it looked like the official said do the throw-in again, but it was actually a pushing foul against Pensacola. Suns get the ball past midfield. And the pass towards Montes goes behind him, but he's able to keep the ball in play and then hits it off an Eagle defender. And then last touched by Montes. So Pensacola will have a throw-in over near the flag. And all four men we mentioned a few minutes ago get onto the field. They've been waiting a long time, but there hasn't been a ball out of bounds for a throw-in in quite a while. Pensacola with the throw-in, about 1.5 minutes left in the first half. 1-0 in favor of the Eagles. And the delay is for the Johnson players to come out as they were all the way across the field. One minute to go in the first half. Suns trying to get that game-tying goal within the next 50 or so seconds. Pensacola, though, steals the possession and a long pass to the near sideline. Joffrey got there before Rhodes. If we're correct, we have about 35 seconds to go. Ball's out of bounds. It'll be a Pensacola throw-in. Not much time for the Eagles to get upfield and get off the shot. Rhodes takes the pass from Hawkins. Suns making sure Pensacola doesn't have much of an opportunity, but a foul will allow Pensacola to get the free kick. That ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for the Suns. Final seconds of the first half. Long pass, and it bounces into the hands of Adam Lund. We did have a couple of injury stops. One of the reasons for a little extra time, but that is it. That brings us to the end of the first half with the score: Pensacola Christian College 1, Johnson University of Florida, nothing. The goal scored by Lourenco Goncalves in minute 15. We'll pause right here for 15 minutes, and we'll be back for the second half between the Eagles and the Suns. You're watching South Region Men's Soccer on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College for the second half between the Pensacola Christian College Eagles and the Johnson University of Florida Suns. Pensacola leads 1-0 as the second half is just about ready to begin. I'm Ray Bureau, and thanks for joining us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. So far, the tournament has 2 complete games. Yesterday, Trinity Baptist College defeated Toccoa Falls College 4-1. And Trinity Baptist advanced to the earlier semifinal round this afternoon. Bob Jones University won that game against TBC 4-0. And Pensacola leads Johnson 1-0 right as we begin the second half. The winner of this game will play Bob Jones University for the South Region Championship. That game will begin at 11 a.m. on Saturday, and we'll bring it to you live here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. The volleyball tournament begins tomorrow at 11 as well. Trinity Baptist against Johnson, Florida at 11. 3 p.m. Pensacola Christian against Toccoa Falls College. And then at 5, Bob Jones against the winner of Trinity Baptist and Johnson, Florida. And that championship game in the volleyball tournament will be at 1:30 Saturday afternoon. We are back underway. The goal scored by Lorenco Goncalves in minute 15 in the first half. Pensacola now going from the right to the left. They're the home team as they're the higher seed against Johnson, who is going from the left to the right in the dark jerseys. Pensacola in the home whites. Foul was called against Johnson. It will be a Pensacola free kick after the discussion and the explanation. Chase Hawkins will back it up to where the foul occurred. That allows his teammates a little extra time to get up into position. Gorgeous Thursday afternoon here in Jacksonville. We started off at about 78 degrees. It's a little cooler, not a whole lot though, around 75 to 76. Beautiful sunshine and a goal! The pass from Chase Hawkins, then Clint Peterson with the header goal, and the Eagles lead 2-0. Peterson with his 5th goal of the season, and very early in the second half, Pensacola extends its lead to 2-0. Peterson also has 1 assist. He is the Pensacola Christian leader in goals scored. Now 5 of the 16 total goals this season. That one rolls out of bounds, and it will be Pensacola's throw-in. And we have a man down on a trip. Looks like Raymond Rhodes, if I'm seeing that correctly, and it is. And he is holding his right shin. Helped up by Peterson, and Rhodes is going to shake it off, or try to, and get back into position. And yes, he's going to stay in the game. Minute 47 is the official time for the goal by Clint Peterson. 46 minutes and 4 seconds in, so it counts as minute 47. Either way, it's a 2-0 lead for Pensacola, and the shot taken and saved by Lund and cleared away by Peterson, who's doing it all as we start the second half. Got the goal and helped Adam Lund with a save. Pierre Abon took that last shot just a moment ago. That's his second attempt of the afternoon. He has 1 on goal, and this ball sent all the way to Olivier, who comes out of the box. Ken Augustine's trying to get to the ball and get it away from Johnson, but Johnson's able to send the ball all the way past the stripe before that pass is intercepted by Dakota Barkus. Goncalves going 1-on-2. Lost control of the ball. Good defense by the Suns in the backfield. Ruben Pernia, helping on the play with Daniel Mello, who just sent the ball past midfield. Johnson has taken a total of 9 shots, 6 of those on goal. Pensacola has taken 5 with 4 on goal, but 2 of those have gone in. That one goes out of bounds and will be a Pensacola throw-in. These two teams did not meet in the regular season. This is their first time on the same field. Pass up the right sideline to Matthias Lee. And it is deflected out of bounds and will be an Eagles corner kick. Chase Hawkins will head over to the corner to take the kick. Nothing Eagles. Hawkins looking into the setting sun. Low line drive headed away by Johnson's Kyle Brito. Johnson using the speed to get all the way up the field, and the pass is offsides. Andres Ortiz blew all the way past Pensacola and then tried to get the pass. Unfortunately for the Suns, a call of offsides thwarts the effort, and Adam Lund will come out of the box to take the free kick. Pierre Avon was the intended receiver of the pass. And you heard the roar of the Pensacola Eagles on that offsides call. That would have been a good opportunity for Johnson to get on the board. Battle for the ball over at the far sideline, and a whistle. And a yellow card coming out, called against the Suns. That's going against Kyle Brito. First yellow card of the game. Stops the clock. 39-27. There's the whistle, and we are back underway. Pass to Raymond Rhodes. And inside the box, but a little too strong, and Oliveira comes out of the goal box to pounce on top of the ball before Augustin can get to it. Suns on the move up the left sideline. Defenders hustle back into position. A cross pass in front of the box, headed away. Hawkins going one-on-one. And he is tripped and a whistle, and Pensacola will have a free kick. Tripping foul called against Ruben Pernia. And Peterson rushes one toward the corner. Lee, cross pass in front of the box, a header attempt. This is wide to the left. Giovanni Paglieo with that attempt, trying to extend the lead to 3, and a very quick goal kick by the Suns. If I have it right, that's a second shot attempt by Giovanni Paglieo. Ball bounces right in front of us, and Johnson's Ramos sends it all the way upfield. Trying to get the ball to Pernia, but a little too strong. And again, the wind knocks down the ball and almost came straight down. Got past Lee and rolls out of bounds, so Johnson will have a throw in. Another throw in for the Suns, this one closer to midfield. Pass towards Ramos to the right sideline. Can he get there in time? No. That'll be a throw in for the Eagles. Battle for the ball near the sideline, and this one rolls out of bounds. It's going to be a Pensacola throw in. Alvarez throws it back into play for Johnson. Alvarez has it knocked away. It's going to be another Johnson throw in. Pensacola sends the ball back to midfield. T.S. Lee just outside the circle. Long pass to the left side for Augustine. All alone right inside the box. Sends it to the top. And a shot fired off by Barkas, but he shot that one into the wind. And Oliveira is able to make the catch. Third attempt, second on goal for Barkas, and a save for Geraldo Oliveira. And a whistle at midfield. Barkas is being called for a foul. And Johnson will have, or check that, Johnson called for a foul, and Pensacola will have a free kick. Pass toward the sideline, kept in play. And this one is stolen away by Kyle Brito. His pass, though, taken away by Barkas and sent back to the other side of the field. Coming up and clearing the ball away is Raymond Rhodes. It goes out of bounds. Johnson will still have a throw in. Alvarez will take the throw in for Johnson. Ball stays in bounds. Ortiz battling for the ball, gets away, but Brito right there to try to send it back inside in front of the goal and clear it away. Grant Baker makes the defensive play for the PCC Eagles. Ball sent back inside, and that time Peterson got a foot on it, and the Eagles send it all the way back past midfield. Pop up towards midfield. Barkas with the header pass, and another one for the Eagles. Johnson had probably their best opportunity just a moment ago on the other side, but they're looking for another opportunity. However, the pass by Alvarez goes astray. Pensacola comes up with possession. Goncalves to the left side of the box. Tries to dribble around and get off the shot. Body blocked by Ruben Pernia. This is Ramos sending the ball upfield towards Ortiz, and Ortiz could not gain control. One goal in each half for the PCC Eagles. Minute 15 by Lorenco Goncalves. Minute 47 by Clint Peterson. Chase Hawkins assisted Peterson's goal. That was on a free kick, and Peterson headed one in. And we have ourselves a whistle, and it's going to be Johnson's ball. Ken Augustine called for the trip. Bernia will send it back into play. All taken away by Marcus. Gabe Burton ready to check back onto the field. Johnson has a throw in and wastes no time. Ramos fed the ball to Pierre Avon. And now this one's sent inside and bounces into the hands of Adam Lund. Goes as a shot attempt for Marcos Ramos, his first. And a save for Adam Lund. Well, the Suns are going with the win now, so if they can get those shots even from long range, trailing 2-0, they're going to seize that opportunity. Knocked out of bounds, and Johnson will have the throw in. T.S. Lee gets around one defender who then comes up from behind, makes some contact, but Lee is able to keep control of the ball. And the Eagles work the ball inside the box. Goncalves leaps over a sliding goalkeeper and makes sure he avoids the contact. Johnson to the left side, now getting closer to the top of the box. And Peterson, though, gets in the way of the shot attempt. Ball goes out of bounds. Johnson pleading the case for a penalty inside the box. They do not get the call. Ramos and Peterson collide. Ramos goes down, but there is no call. Goal kick for Adam Lund. Line drive kick into the wind. Hits off Brito and rolls out of bounds. It'll be Pensacola's throw in. Cleared out of bounds. Pensacola will get another throw in. And a third throw in coming for Pensacola as they keep advancing up the field. That one rolls out of bounds. It'll be Johnson's throw in. And Johnson trying to get on the board and then see if they can get an equalizer. And the header gets away and Lund picks it up. Now 28.5 to go. All kept in play by Grant Baker. He sends it upfield and the pass is intercepted. And now a loose ball with two men giving chase. Getting there first was Vicente Alvarez, and he was able to tap the ball to the keeper, who sends it back past midfield. And Lee called offsides. He had an opportunity, but he was about a step past the defense. So free kick for the Suns. We're going to have an out of bounds and a substitution for the Suns. Andres Montes heads onto the field. And coming off will be Kyle Brito. Montes has 1 goal this season. Felipe Menezes leads Johnson with 4. Clint Peterson came in with 4. He has 1 today, so he leads the Eagles with 5. Pensacola's ball near midfield. Pushing foul will give them a free kick. Peterson says he's ready. And he sends this one inside the box. It's up for grabs and headed away by the Suns. Controlled and a shot taken, and getting under it is Raymond Rhodes. That ball just kind of took off as it got near the top right corner. And that ball seemed like it rose up above. It might have been headed underneath the crossbar, but pushed by the wind apparently, kicked it into the wind. And that ball again seemed to rise as it approached the corner. Rhodes with his first attempt of the afternoon. Pensacola looking for another opportunity. Rhodes got underneath that one just a little bit. Adam Lund picks this one up, walks his way up to the top of the box. And the punt. And into the wind, he still gets plenty of it, well past the circle. Wind's kind of blowing diagonally in from the far left corner toward the camera. And a couple more Suns head over to check in. Felipe Menezes will be coming on in just a moment. Brian Casañas also getting ready to check in with Fabricio Navarro. Suns on the move. Options to the left. Pass is good. Now to the left side of the box. And that ball tapped away by Grant Baker. Very stingy defense by the PCC Eagles. Ball sent all the way across midfield. Stays in bounds. Oliveira taps it to Daniel Mello. Eagles at midfield. And a pass for Gabe Burton to the left side of the box. Cross pass intent, knocked down by Pernia. And an obstructed view, don't see exactly where the ball went. It is going to be throw in for Pensacola. Quick throw in and a whistle. Ball rolls out of bounds for a goal kick. Eagles on the bench over there cheering on their teammates. Made it a little tough to see what happened down there in the corner. That's all right. Pensacola keeps possession. Matthias Lee tried to cross the ball inside, and that attempt was thwarted. Oliveira comes out of the box, keeps the ball on the ground. Johnson now looking to advance into scoring opportunity. Ramos with the header straight up into the air. And we have ourselves a whistle called against the Eagles, and Johnson will have a free kick. We told you which Suns were coming onto the field, and now Will Waltrip also coming in for Pensacola, but he's being sent back to the sideline. So officials tell the substitutes to hold on. Johnson with the free kick. Substitutions happen on throw-ins, but not free kicks. And the official is speaking with Coach Joseph Lewitz. And he's going to allow one player from each team onto the field. Going on for Johnson is Felipe Menezes. And for Pensacola, Angel Petrie Garcia. After all that's sorted out, Johnson will get the free kick.
Hey, Angel! Let's work! Come on, boys!
A couple of Suns standing there, and that's the reason for the obstructed view. And the boot all the way to the left side of the box and out of bounds. And now 2 Suns and 1 Eagle waiting to be called onto the field. For Johnson, Fabrico Navarro and Brian Casañas, and for Pensacola, Will Waltrip. Saw a lot of Will Waltrip in the first half, made some really nice plays on both sides of the field. Adam Lund getting ready for the goal kick. Battle for the ball at midfield, won by Johnson, but the pass a little too strong. And another Pensacola Eagle ready to come onto the field. Reed Rhodes getting ready to take over for Chase Hawkins. Big line drive, boot by Lund. And that ball sent well up the field towards Petrie Garcia. And this one tapped up and over the crossbar. Garcia taking the shot, but got underneath it and missed wide to the left. And a little bit high as well. Official saying wait for the substitution to occur as Reed Rhodes takes over for Chase Hawkins. Hawkins had himself an assist on the goal to Clint Peterson on a free kick. Hawkins put it into play, and Peterson headed it in less than 2 minutes into the second half. Joffrey sends this one all the way up the field looking for Avon. Avon unable to get there in time, and Peterson knocks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Suns. Pensacola in that exchange loses possession to Johnson, but then gets the ball right back and sends it towards midfield, and a whistle. Looks like a high kick being called against Daniel Mello. And it's going to be Pensacola's free kick inside the circle. Well, check that. It was called against Pensacola. Mello looked like he was the one arguing the call when he got the call in his favor. Suns send it upfield to the left sideline. Both men go down, and then a whistle, a little bit of a late whistle. And it's going to be Johnson's ball. Official said across the line. I saw both men go down, and the whistle sounded just a few seconds after. And a long afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville, but a lot of good men's soccer action here in the South Region semifinal round. All sent to the sideline, and Navarro pushes this one inside the box, but a little too strong. He was trying to get it to Andres Ortiz, but just out of the reach of Ortiz. Approximately 18 minutes left. Pensacola 2, Johnson nothing. And a line drive into the wind from Lund back to midfield. And we're going to have a whistle inside the circle. Foul called against Pensacola's Angel Pietri Garcia. All sent to the right side. Menezes trying to get around his defender. The ball hits off Burton and goes out of bounds for a corner kick. Opportunity now for the Suns to get on the board. They need 2 to tie, and they have about 17 and a half minutes to do so. This is no longer the regular season, so we would go overtime if Johnson is able to tie the score. Low line drive corner kick and goes out of bounds. Adam Lund will have a goal kick. And the Eagles can take the time that the officials will allow them to take. In this situation, when I did a few Division I games earlier this season, if the official thought the team ahead was intentionally taking up too much time, the officials would stop the clock. Pensacola with the throw-in, Waltrip at midfield. Ball taken away by Menezes. He sends this one wide left, taking a long-range shot, but he had the opportunity, pulled it a little bit too much. Second attempt of the afternoon for Felipe Menezes, and a goal kick for Pensacola goalkeeper Adam Lund. Well, if Lund finishes this game, and all indications appear that he will have then played 1,575 minutes in goal for Coach Lewitz. That's just this one season. That's a lot of action, and he's been one of the best for several years. Johnson gets inside the box. Shot taken and knocked down by Lund. That was Andres Ortiz with his first attempt of the afternoon. Tried to reset it to get to his left foot, and by that time, Lund was able to position himself and make the save. That is save number 5 for Lund. Johnson has outshot Pensacola 13-10 and shots on goal 9-6. Pensacola, though, has 2 goals. Throw in for the Suns, headed away. And then kind of a side leg shot opportunity for Daniel Mello. And that was grabbed by Lund. Mello with his second attempt. First on goal just a moment ago. Save number 6 for Adam Lund on that last attempt. And Lund will punt this one back towards midfield. Alvarez able to come away with the steal. Lee was pleading for a handball but didn't get the call. Pass toward the center. The bounce is a little closer to the right side. With possession now is Menezes. Shot opportunity blocked by a defender. Pensacola comes away with possession, but it's stolen right back. And this ball headed toward the corner. It's going to roll out of bounds on the sideline and be a throw-in for Johnson. Chase Hawkins waiting to come back onto the field for the Eagles. And we have ourselves a whistle. And it's going to be against Johnson's Brian Casañas. And it'll be a free kick for the Eagles. Thank you to Nathan Maloney, Haley Jade, Valeria P., and CJ Smith for letting us know you're watching us here on the live feed. Glad to have you aboard for South Region semifinal action. Chase Hawkins will now head back onto the field for the Eagles. About 12:20 left to go. And coming off looks like number 17, Matthias Lee. Throw in for the Eagles. And the Suns using the headers to try to get the ball back upfield. And a whistle called against Johnson, and Pensacola will have a free kick. Lucas Joffrey called for the push. Bob Jones waiting to see who wins. Waiting to see if Pensacola can hang on to a 2-0 lead. Many of the Bruins in the bleachers on the far side. They will play at 11 a.m. on Saturday. Shot taken, and Reed Rhodes hits one off a Johnson defender. That ball goes out of bounds, so the Eagles will have a corner kick. Ruben Pernia got his body in front of the ball. He is kind of hopping around. I hope he's all right. It looks like he's going to shake off anything that may have happened, or he could just be getting amped up for the corner kick. Low line drive right in front of the goal and headed away by a Johnson defender. It's going to roll out of bounds on the far sideline. Couple of headers, and Johnson comes away with possession. Long pass upfield towards Menezes, but a little bit too strong, and Lund will let it roll into the box where he can pick it up. Navarro sends it back toward the goalkeeper. It's a pass, so he has to keep the ball on the ground. Johnson comes away with possession, but getting up from the ground and taking the steal is Hawkins, and here comes one our way. And Liam Davis with a great save, or that would have plunked me right in the nose. Thank you, Liam. I'm too old to be heading the ball. Of course, Dean would have loved to see it hit his father. That ball popped up and out of bounds. And Johnson with the throw in. Well, I was ready just in case, but you made a heck of a play. Ball sent inside, but then cleared away by Peterson. Clint Peterson scored a goal, and he's made many terrific defensive plays. Suns at midfield. Trying to get on the board. They have 8:40 to get 2 goals. Left side of the box, tapped toward the sideline and back towards midfield as well and kept in bounds. And a defensive play by Grant Baker sends this one out of bounds. It will be a Johnson throw-in, and Johnson will also have a substitution. Matthias Goncalves heading onto the field for the Suns. First chance we've had to see him on the field today.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
And the pass goes right toward the new Johnson player on the field, but a whistle says they're going to have a redo. And another throw-in. Dribbled to the top of the box, now inside the box. Johnson trying to get the shot off, but unable to do so thanks to Luke Miklas. He taps that one out of bounds. It will be a Johnson corner kick. TBC coach Dan Robertson doing some ball running this afternoon. And a corner kick in front of the goal. And popped up into the air, header attempt. And a push inside the box, no call, and now a late whistle is going to be called against the Suns. And the Suns over on the bench, very unhappy with the call, but it's going to be a free kick for PCC. Under 7 minutes to go. Pensacola looking to join Bob Jones University in the South Region Final on Saturday. Lund sends this one past midfield. And a high collision and a foul called against Ruben Pernia. And Pensacola will have a free kick. Clint Peterson will send this ball all the way toward the box and headed away by a defender. Navarro able to clear the ball momentarily, and then a steal. That is Matthias Goncalves. But his pass is intercepted by Raymond Rhodes. Suns with possession at midfield, now trying to move back into scoring potential area. Up the left side of the box and a cross pass in the air, the header. And his second attempt is thwarted by Adam Lund. Couldn't tell if the header was a shot attempt or a pass. It turned into a pass. And another save for Adam Lund, his 7th. That was Pierre Avon going for the goal, his 3rd attempt of the afternoon, and came very close, if not for the very athletic goalkeeper for the Eagles. Suns looking for another opportunity. Cleared away by an Eagle defender, close to midfield. Joffrey keeps the ball in play, sends it back toward the penalty area. And that ball's headed all the way out of bounds by Clint Peterson. That ball hits off Petrie Garcia. Pensacola keeps possession. This is Will Waltrip with the ball. Tried to send it up front, but looked like his foot hit the ground before the ball. Coming up on the 4-minute mark of the second half, and Pensacola clinging to a 2-0 lead, looking to extend it before time expires. Oliveira will pick this one up and throw it back into play. Time is starting to run short for the Suns. They need 2. All batted up Pensacola's way. And a push from behind. Johnson wasting no time. No argument from Waltrip. He just sets himself up in defensive positioning. Boot well inside the box. Headed up by an Eagle defender. And then Adam Lund keeps the ball from going out of bounds. Johnson keeps possession. The Eagles right now looking content to just play defense for the final 3 minutes. They get an opportunity, though. They will try to advance and put another one on the board and let Bob Jones know that they mean business. Here's Hawkins taking the pass. 1-on-3. Tried to get the ball outside to Petrie Garcia, but Johnson thwarts the effort. Pensacola clears that one outside toward the sideline. 2.5 left to go. New PCC Eagle about to make his way onto the field. Gideon Garcia, who has 1 goal and 1 assist this season. Not much time left. If Garcia wants to get on there, he's going to have to roll out of bounds. Johnson trying to get on the board. Here's an opportunity. The shot is knocked down and cleared away once again by Clint Peterson. We're going to call today's player of the game. A goal and countless thwarts, as we just saw a moment ago. That one goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Pensacola throw-in. Man down, and the clock will stop as Angel Petrie Garcia will get a little bit of attention. He gets back up by himself, though, and he's going to walk off the side. And Gideon Garcia will get the opportunity to take the field. And back underway, about 1.5 minutes left. Peterson with a big boot inside the circle. And a loose ball heading toward the sideline. Garcia keeps that one in bounds. Gets the ball into Rhodes. Rhodes, though, unable to get off the shot. Suns defense keep Rhodes from getting closer and possibly taking a shot. That one goes out of bounds. It'll be Johnson with the throw-in. Johnson has less than a minute left. That ball booted towards the goalkeeper, and Oliveira keep this one on the ground. And that's going to do it for this South Region semifinal. Final score, Pensacola Christian College 2, Johnson University of Florida nothing. So Pensacola Christian will advance on to the South Region final, where the Eagles will take on the #1 seed and the #1 team in the country, the Bruins from Bob Jones University. We'll have that one for you at 11 a.m. this coming Saturday morning. Eagles now 8-10 overall on the season. The Suns 5-6-2. The goals were scored by Lorenco Goncalves in minute 15 and Clint Peterson with the assist from Chase Hawkins in minute 47. We want to thank everybody for joining us all day long in both South Region matchups. Bob Jones and Pensacola win and will play for the South Region Championship. For Dean Bureau, our cameraman, Noel Whitaker, our official statistician, Coach Dan Robertson, who's the head of the South Region men's soccer tournament, and the athletic director of Trinity Baptist College, John D. Jones. I'm Ray Bureau saying good night